Hello, welcome. We are here sharing some of the insights for promoting Hands for Healing online training that we're going to start soon. We have very well experienced health practitioners, and we are now here with Yolanda Segnini, one of the teachers, professors of the online training. And we're going to talk about this training. What is this about? How to navigate in the ocean of our emotions, how to put the hands on and navigate. So Yolanda, please share with us all your wisdom, or as much as we can take.
Many thanks, Maite, and thank you all for listening to this. And I do invite you to get into this wonderful experience, which is the Hand for Healing training. I'm assure you it will change your lives. It did to me. It changed my life, because then there was a different way to see life and to how we relate with the world and how we manage to navigate, which is the topic of this small conversation, short conversation. And I was saying that our body, what we call our body, is like the ship hull. Is yes, hull, casco, is it already? Well, and this hull needs to be nourished and has to have a proper gas. You can't put gas with problems or with toxins or whatever. You need a proper gas so that the ship can navigate.
The fuel.
And this is what we call food.
Yeah.
Our body is what we call the ship hull. The gas that the ship needs to navigate is what we call nutrition. And if you have a good nutrition, then the better the nutrition, the better the way the ship, the boat navigates. And then you have a captain, and the captain of your boat is you. No one else is the captain of your boat. And we are very much used to let the current navigate for us. So we go like everybody else goes that way. So this is what we usually do. And what happens when it comes a storm or when a tsunami comes? Then we do what everybody does. We just sink or sank. Yes, I think it's sink. And sink. We sink because we don't really know that we actually can navigate. We are able to navigate through whatever waters there are, because we have a wonderful tool to do it, which are our hands.
Our hands is in our hands, yes.
It is in our hands. So what do we have to do? First of all, to believe that we really are the captain. No one else is. And no one can tell me how to navigate. I have been learned through lives. And sorry, no one can navigate for me. I do have to learn how to navigate myself. And the thing is that I grab the router, the router. I grab the router and I don't take it off. I don't take my hands off the router. I keep my hands all the time. And what happens with the water? This is what life is. And we have wonderful moments, steady, beautiful moments of calmness. But then we have light storms, but we could have heavy very strong storms, and we could have tsunamis. But you are confident that the tsunami is a huge wave, but after the wave pass, then you go again to the to navigate in a calmer waters. And once you know that, and you have this image like life itself, the tsunami always passes. Always passes. And the thing is, how can I keep my mind, my hands on the router so that the tsunami doesn't sink me? That I can get afloat to the tsunami. And this, I learned to do it with three main conscious of three things. First of all, that you really are conscious that you are your own captain, but you have to feel it. There is no way that I know that I'm my captain, because I know, but I don't feel it. In order to feel it, I have to practice it, because I'm not used to be my own captain. I'm not used to it. I don't even believe that I can navigate through tsunamis. I can't believe that I can survive huge tsunamis. And tsunamis can be a tumor. Tsunamis can be a death of a very dear person. Tsunami can be whatever, but it's something that always passes. And we can navigate through tsunami if we are conscious that it depends on me, in the way how I grip the router, and I don't take my hands out of it. And in order to do that, in order to feel that I'm the captain, I have to really feel it. And how can we do it? We do it through something that we, if we are conscious, we can feel, which is the breathing, the breathing. Yes. And I breathe, if I breathe with conscience, if I'm aware of my breath, if I become aware of my breath, I feel life. Because what is breathing is life. This is the first things we do when we are born. And this is the last thing we do when we change the way, when we change a different way. Yeah. But within this dimension, within this moment, and I'm learning how to navigate in these waters, the being aware of my breathe is the main condition. So we have to practice it. We have to practice being the awareness of the breathing. And we have to practice it every single day. 10 minutes, but every single day. The first thing you do whenever you wake up is be aware of your breathing. Become aware that you are alive, and you cannot be alive in the past, and you cannot be alive in the future. In the past, you have a memory of what you have lived in the past, and in the future, it doesn't exist. It's just a projection that you do from what your experience in the past, and with all the consequences and all the fears and everything that you have lived, you have gone through, then you are afraid that you are going to go through that again. And what happens when you are breathing? You are breathing in present time. And when you are aware that you cannot breathe in the past, there's no way you can breathe in the past, and you cannot breathe in the future. But when you are aware that you are breathing, then you become aware of the present time. And the only moment when you can really feel that you are your own captain is in present. No way you can think about yourself being a captain in the past, because you were not. And you cannot wait at the time to come to be the captain of your boat, of your life. No, you are the captain of your boat right now, in this very moment. So this is something that sounds silly, but it isn't, because being aware that you are and that this moment depends on you. You cannot avoid the storm outside. The storm, the life has storms, tsunami, realm, happiness, has everything. Is a complete menu of wonderful sensations. Even the tsunami is a very strong sensation that is a proof that you really are the captain of your boat. When you go through the tsunami, when you pass through the storm, then you really feel that you are the captain of your boat, that you can really navigate through these waters. And what we call these waters is our emotions. 90% of what happened to us is related to our emotional field. So, and in the emotions, we have, well, everything, moments of joys, moments of fear, moments of all kind of moments. And but the thing is that we can go through them. We don't get paralyzed for the emotion. So in the water of fear, if you get paralyzed, then you get a panic. But if you navigate through fear without taking your hands off your router, if you learn how to navigate through fear, then you become confident that you can really navigate through fear. And that confidence is the assurance. You feel sure, self-confidence, this self-confidence that I can do it, that I can navigate through fear. And there's another water that is called angry. And if you swim all the time in anger, then you become bitter. This bitterness that is self-damaging. But in the bitterness, it's not bitterness, in the anger, if you learn how to navigate through anger, then this is self-esteem. You become aware again, as in fear, that you can do it. It's a self-esteem. Yes, it's self-esteem, and you don't let the anger to become bitterness. Then you also have the anger, fear, the translation, the sadness, sad. And sad is also one of the main emotions. But if you let sadness, if you stayed trapped into the water of sadness, then this water rottens into depression. But if you navigate through sadness, becomes, being sadness, an emotion that is interior. This makes you becomes this inner serenity, this inner calmness, which is the proper sensation to become a creative. This is where the poem comes from this calmness that comes from the sadness when you are navigating through the sadness. Is this profound serenity, this inner serenity. So we've been navigating through fear, sad, anger, and we also have this other emotion that is called the obsession, when you become obsessed with something. Obsession, if you get stuck into the water of the obsession, then this water rottens into a talk is a compulsive obsession. But if you learn how to navigate through the obsession, then this becomes aspiration. You are focused with an aspiration. This is to be focused in when you navigate through that. You are focused in an aspiration in the is inner aspiration to serve, and then you focus in the way of the service. And the fifth emotion is joy. And this is the inner emotion that really, if we don't sink in the rotten waters, the joy is the emotion that really moves us in life. Because joy, happiness, joy is the emotion of the heart. So we have all of them. And when we are navigating, we navigate through all of them. And the thing is that navigate through, first of all, being very confident that you can really do it and you can really navigate through that, through the emotion. Why? Because you are the captain. And you are the captain and you keep holding the rudder always. You don't never ever take your hands off your ship. So you practice, the captain has to practice the breathe, have to practice it so that he can, when doing this conscious breathing, when you are doing this, what you're really doing is practicing the present time. And this is the key word of this whole learning, is learning to be in present time. Because then we are aware that this is the only thing we have. If you are navigating in this moment right now, when the waters are calm, but you are not in present time, but in the fear, sinking in the fear of the next tsunami, then you are missing the only thing you have right now, which is this calmness, this water. So you better enjoy them. And when the tsunami comes, then you are prepared. And every tsunami that you learn to pass through them, it gives you more confidence. It gives you more self-assurance that you are a great captain. But because indeed, what we are, when we are connected with what we really are, we are a captain. Who's the captain? What we really are, our soul. That's the captain. But we forget about it. And Hands for Healing is a wonderful opportunity to learn ways to reconnect with what we really are. And this is almost a training how to reconnect with the captain, what we are. We are nothing else but the captain of our boat, of our ship. And so whatever happens with us is because we have lost the way, rumbo, that we lost.
Connection with the soul. And actually that's the main thing about Sintergetica and medicine of synthesis, is bringing the soul back into the medicine, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is absolutely so.
And we could connect this topic now with the soul and the 12 petals of the soul and how we connect with our personality, and how is this connected with the Hands for Healing online training. And we could also share my experience that has been putting in practice what we...
You've been through a tsunami, indeed. Have you learned how to navigate through that tsunami?
And of course, as a captain, you know, you have a team, so you can also count on your team, no? That could be part of your body as a ship, but also the people around you, the loved ones. And
Absolutely, because we are not navigating we are part of the ocean, a bigger ocean, and we are part of them, absolutely. But you never miss your course. And in order to do that, you mustn't take your hands off the rotor. Always keep your hands on the rotor. And it's wonderful when you are surrounded by ships in the same in the same fashion, all of them with their hands in the rotors. So then you don't crash. If someone else is not maintaining its course, his course or her course, then we can crash, have an accident. And also, this happens with couples as well. Couples should be two captains. It's not one captain that lets someone else into the ship. No, this is a disaster. It's two captains with their own ships maintaining a common course. They decided to navigate through a common course.
Beautiful. So we open the invitation for Hands for Healing online training. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, yes.